guys, welcome to a 30-minute row HIIT class where we're going to be on and off the rowers doing our high intensity interval training. Today we're going to work with EMOMs. We're going to have 3 rounds of 6-minute EMOMs. 1 minute will be rowing, and then 1 minute will be something on the mat. So the first round will be 150 meters rowing, and then we're going to do 15 of an exercise that I will show you. So round 2 we'll do 200 meters, and then round 3 we'll do 100 meters, and we'll change the exercises for those 2 rounds as well. So I will show you each exercise before we start the round. You'll get a break between round 1 and 2, round 2 and 3, and then also after the warm-up I'll show you what we're doing in round 1. So go ahead, strap in. We'll warm up first, and then I will, like I said, show you that exercise. If you have a weight handy, get that, or just even a towel. You just need a prop for one of the exercises. Obviously a weight's going to make it a little harder, but it's not necessary, so your choice on that. All right, go ahead and strap in. All right, strap in, hit the center button, let's go. 3 minutes warming up. And as you do that, I want you to be aware of your butt position on the seat. Kind of a weird thing to talk about. Well, I guess it's not weird, but think about keeping it as far back on the seat as you can comfortably. That's going to help you lengthen your back as well as encourage you to keep your hips behind your shoulders. So the more the hips are directly under the shoulders, the more likely you are to have to round your back, and that you'll end up with the hips underneath you at the front of the stroke. So keeping it angled back, your booty scooted way back, is going to be a benefit to you. So I highly recommend it. Wiggle all you need to get it scooted back a little bit more if you can. Got about 2 more minutes here in the warm-up. Keep it nice and easy and light, and then I will show you what we're going to do in our first round when we're on the mats. So we are going to be sprinting a lot today, and we're going to try to keep our focus on our form and our count, which means that you may not be going as fast a stroke as you would normally do in a sprint. But we're going to play around with it. So a couple more strokes here, guys, and then we will stretch, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, put that handle back, take a quick stretch. So, exercise that we're going to do on the floor during round 1 is a burpee or a frogger. You're going to do 1 push-up, and then frogger or burpee your feet up 2 times, and then come back. You can also do the step out or walk out like that, where you walk it up, and if you do that, just do that once. So if you're hopping, you're going to do 2. If you're walking, you're going to do 1. So I'm setting my clock here for our 6 minutes. Every minute on the minute we are going. So strap in, set your rower for 150 meters. Remember, the faster you get each activity done, the more time you get to rest. All right, hit the center button, guys. All right, let's go. All right. So 150 meters as fast as you can while still trying to keep that 2 counts in, 1 count out drive, trying to not let your stroke break down too much and not become a 1-to-1 count. Great. So go ahead and put that handle down as you finish. Take full recovery here. Let your heart rate drop. Breathe. And we're going to get down on the floor. Get ready. All right, here we go. So either hop or walk it up 1 time. Push up on your knees or your toes for that push-up. We're doing 8 of these. 8. Belly button in tight. Keep the abs in tight so that you have full control as you go in and out of that burpee position. Your hips do not sag and drop toward the floor. You're fighting gravity using the muscles. Good. And as you finish those, get back on. Get ready to go back to 150. Let's go. Here's your minute. Come on. Get right back at it again. Get into it as quickly as you can. Take the recovery that you need or that you get based on how much time you have left in this minute. Come on. Let's get some PRs here. Let's get some powerful PRs. Not PRs because we're rowing in a frantic, short, choppy stroke, but PRs because we're rowing with increased power. Whole, fresh power, awesome stroke, awesome form. Breathe. Get ready to come down for 8 push-up froggers or burpees, except we're not standing up, so it's not really a burpee. That's why I call it a frogger, because we stay down like a frog. Get ready. Breathe. And let's go. Push up. 8 times, guys. Core in tight. Your head does not sag down, right? It does not lead you into that push-up. Your chest comes down. Your head is just in line with the neck, obviously. The back does not hang down and meet the floor first. Very important. Keep that gaze slightly in front of your fingertips while you're in your push-up. All right, as you finish your 8, get back on your rower, breathe and rest. That was round 2 done. 3 rounds per 6-minute section, right? 1 minute on the rower and 1 minute on the mat. So hit your center button. Let's go. So this is your last row in this section, your last 150. Keep your focus on the drive out. That's when you move your boat. So it's really a change of mentality. If you've been rowing kind of choppy in and out, you have to really focus on the out. You have to focus on keeping that your heavier end of your stroke, and that's where you're productive. On the way in, you're just not productive. You're just resting. All right, take your breather. Get back down the mat. Last time for the push-up frogger. right. Let's go. Right here. 8 times. If you're doing the jump, the hop, forward, be sure to land as lightly as you possibly can. And either way, I want you to make sure you're getting those feet way up by the hands. Good. Good job. All right, guys, round 2. So I'm going to reset to 6 minutes. All right, guys, so go ahead and take an extended recovery here between rounds. And while you're there, set your rower for 200 meters. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do when we're off the rower this time. This is where you'll need your weight or your towel or pillow. We're going to do our pass under. So you're going to get in plank position and have that weight to the side. Don't watch this first one because this is not correct. All right, here it is. Passing it under, reaching across your body. So every time I go, I bring it back to where it started. That's 1. So I'm going to take it across left to right and back is 1. Left to right and back is 2. So I'm going to actually touch that weight 20 times. All right, guys. Shake it out, get some water, get another stretch in if you need it, and then strap back in. $200 meters. Go ahead and hit your center button. And we go. Come on, 200. Let's get it done in 42, 45 seconds, somewhere in that range. Probably taking you 8 to 10 more seconds than the 150 did. Again, I'm happy for you to get a PR, but I want it to be a power PR. I want it to be because you are really killing that drive. You are slamming it, and by slamming, I don't mean slamming into your knee joints, of course. I mean, it's like a grand slam, right? You're dominating. Yes. Great job. All right, as you finish, breathe. You don't have quite as long a recovery this time. We're going into 10 pass unders, 20 touches of the weight. And remember that it should be outside your body so that you have to reach across. There we go. Let's start. That's 1. Bring it under, bring it under. So your feet are nice and wide so your body's not rocking all the way over side to side. You're getting a rotation across the waist and rib cage. Good. Don't lock those elbows out. Nice straight arm, sitting in the muscles, not the joints. Obviously, this exercise is harder with a weight, so if you have a weight, use it. If you don't, that's totally fine. Being in that plank position and adding the motion of rotation to it is challenge enough. Adding the weight just ups that a little bit. All right, guys, back on. Breathe. Get ready to hit that center button. Starting the second round right here. Let's go. Second round meaning our second time on the rower in this 200-meter round. Come on, power. Drive. So I'm in what I consider a sprint right now, but my body's not going crazy fast. I can't remember what my stroke rate is. I think it's about 30. But it's not 38. So just think about that. Think about, kind of where you can send your power, send your energy, that it is actually very productive for you and not flailing. Good. Breathe when you finish. Try to get down into that valley of recovery. Get ready to come back for your pass unders, pass throughs, whatever you call them. in that plank position. Here we go. Belly button is nice and tight, body is nice and flat. So remember, you want to move, really carefully here and not have bad form, but you are doing this essentially on a timer. You want to move as quickly as possible within that good form so that you can have your recovery before you row again. Almost there. All right. Back on your rower, last 200 round. Hit your center button. Let's go. Last time, 200. Good. Feel that power. Let it move through your body. Feet to shoulders. All the way up. Strength pushing that footboard away. Moving that blade of power. Great job. Good. Breathe. Rest. Get ready. Last time for the pass unders. Get in your plank and let's go. Really feel your feet kind of bracing as you're about to pick up that weight or that sweatshirt or towel. As you switch to one hand, your opposite foot will kind of help balance you. Feel it kind of push in. All right. Take some recovery here, and then back on your rower. We're going to hit that third and final round. And I want you to change your rower to 100 meters. Hooray, 100 meters. We love that, right? And I will show you what we're going to do when we are off the rowers. This one's going to be a little bit more aerobic. So it is going to be 25 fake wall balls. No ball, wall ball, right? Fast squat, elbows tap the thighs, and then you throw that imaginary ball against your imaginary wall. Maybe you have a real wall there. But this sprint, this 100 meters is going to be real quick. So that's why I'm continuing the floor work as a really high cardio element. All right, strap in. Hit the center button. And let's go. 100 meters, come on. I'd love to see some PRs here. Make sure you're pushing out, not pulling out. So common when we start to sprint is that need or that desire to kind of open up through the core first and let the shoulders pull you out and the arms pull you out, but really you've got to focus on that push. Get that push happening first every time. Right now you're already in recovery. You've got a good chunk here, depending on how quickly you did that 100, but I'm pretty sure you did it in under 25 seconds. So that gives you a good chunk of rest before heading into these no ball, wall ball. We're doing 25 of them because they move pretty quick. Toes point straight ahead, make a good squat. The squat is your focus. Here we go. Now, if you feel like I'm just flailing, I'm moving all over the place because I'm moving too fast, then slow down and do 15 instead of 25. You know that my focus is always going to be on form, so don't ever feel like you have to do the quantity instead of the quality. I'm always going to go for quality. So I would encourage that. And once you finish those, you're back on the rower, ready to go for 100 at the start of the next minute. Hit your center button. And let's go. Think about a long stroke, not a short, choppy stroke, remember? Good. Ooh, dancing time. All right, get ready. No ball, wall ball. All right, here we go. The weight in the heels, push down as you pop up. Fast and controlled. Good. All right, guys, one more round of the 100. All right. Hit that center button. And let's go. Last time, guys. Come on. All right, get ready. You're doing one more time with that no ball, wall ball. All right, toes are pointing straight ahead. You're gonna have awesome form here. Here we go. Right into it. Good. Keep that core tight. Keep that chest lifted. Focus on your form. Come on, finish it up. Keep that form. Keep that strength. Nicely done. Almost there. Great. So I'm going to give you that time, but as you finish, go ahead and come down to the mat. We're going to do some quick core. You will need your towel, not a weight. So a towel or shirt, something like that, nice and light. We're going to do a 4-minute EMOM here for our core. So we are going to start with a figure 8, passing it under the straight legs. All right, come on down. Here we go. So we're doing 20 of these, so I'm counting 1 every time it goes underneath my right leg. Pass it through. Remember on this one, the more you move your shoulders, the more you're going to feel it in the obliques. But either way, I want those shoulders to stay lifted off the floor the whole time. So really, it's touching your hand. Your hand is touching it 40 times, I guess. Right? But you're counting it as it goes under that first leg. All right, guys, as you finish, lay down, breathe. Next exercise, you will need either your weight or the towel, and we are going to go into our V-up, alternating with a bent knee tabletop. So start with a V-up, arms straight over your chest, legs straight, with a slight bend so that your back stays on the mat. All right, here we go. Go ahead and come up straight legs, and then we're gonna come up bent knees, tabletop shins. Same thing, straight legs, bent knees. So again, this is harder with a weight, obviously, but you can absolutely do it with your towel, pillow, whatever. Great job, guys. You're exhaling every time you sit up. Pull that belly button down. Got it. Good. All right. We're going to go back to the figure 8 one more time, and then back to the V-up tabletop one more time, and then we are done. Get ready. Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. Come on. 20 going underneath that starting leg. Got it. All the way to the end, then take your quick break, grab your weight or keep your towel. All right. Almost. Let's go. Yep, to tabletop. Really, really nice. Stay strong. Pull those abs down to the belly button. Exhale as you lift. Almost done with this workout, guys. Good job, guys. All right, let's finish that 1 minute up. So if you're still working, you've got the time, and then I want you to come into a butterfly stretch. And then into a figure 4. And then other side. Good. And then take a straddle here. Sit up nice and tall. Walk your arms forward as far as you can while still lengthening through that back. So it's going to roll. It's going to round some. But I don't want you just hunched forward. I want you to think about leaning forward. And then take your chest out over one thigh. And then to the other. Good, then bring those feet together, round your back, arms grab underneath. And then go ahead and come to standing, quad stretch. Other side. Bring the hands around behind you, clasp together, press down and lift away. And you're done. See you next time, guys.